Welcome, my friend. If you've clicked on this, it means you've felt the rush of anxiety before. First, subscribe Psychofi and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Therapy Session Part 1. The first step when anxiety hits you. That sudden pounding in your chest, the racing thoughts, the feeling that something is wrong even when you can't explain why. Today, we're not going to fight anxiety. Instead, we're going to gently learn what to do in the very first moment it arrives. Think of this as a safe therapy session. Just you and me sitting together, learning how to take back control. Step 1. Pause and notice. When anxiety strikes, your first instinct may be to run from it, to distract yourself, or to panic even more. But the very first thing you should do is pause. Yes, pause. Notice what's happening inside your body. Is your heart beating faster? Are your hands shaky? Is your breathing shallow? When you pause, you create a tiny moment of awareness, and awareness is the first step to calming down. Take one breath in through your nose, hold for a count of 3, and release slowly through your mouth. That's it. You're simply noticing step 2. Ground yourself in the present. Once you've paused, the next move is to ground yourself. Anxiety lives in the future, in the what-ifs. But grounding pulls you back to now. Try this simple exercise. Look around you. Name 5 things you can see. Touch 4 things around you. Listen for 3 sounds in the room. Notice 2 things you can smell. Focus on 1 slow breath. This is called the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. It tells your brain, I am safe. I am here. Anxiety cannot control me. Step 3. Talk to anxiety like a friend. Now, here's something different. Most people try to fight anxiety. But what if you spoke to it like an old friend? You can say, "Hello, anxiety. I see you. I know you're trying to protect me. But right now, I am safe." When you greet anxiety, you take away its power. It no longer feels like a monster chasing you. It becomes just a messenger, reminding you that your body is on alert, and you are in charge of how to respond. Repeat this gently in your mind. I am safe. This feeling will pass. I am in control. Step 4. Choose a calming action. Now that you've paused, grounded yourself, and softened your response to anxiety, it's time to choose one small action. That action could be taking a short walk, sipping water slowly, stretching your arms, or simply closing your eyes and resting for a minute. The key is to choose a gentle action, one that reminds your body and mind, I am safe. I am steady. Remember, anxiety is not the enemy. It's just energy. And energy can be redirected. Closing reflection. So, what's the first thing you should do when anxiety hits you? Not run, not fight, but pause. Notice. Ground yourself. Speak to your anxiety with kindness. And then, take one simple calming step. Every time you practice this, anxiety loses a little of its grip, and you gain a little more peace. Take one last deep breath with me now. In through the nose, hold, and slowly out. You did it. And remember, you are stronger than your anxiety. Therapy Session, Part 2. Breathing through anxiety. Can breathing exercises really calm anxious thoughts? When anxiety strikes, it feels like the mind is racing 1,000 miles an hour. The body tightens. The chest feels heavy. And often, we forget to do the one thing that keeps us alive: breathe. So today, I'll guide you through how simple breathing can change your entire state of mind. Why breathing works. Anxiety tricks the body into thinking it's in danger. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense, and your breathing becomes short and shallow. But when you take slow, controlled breaths, you send a powerful signal to the brain. I am safe. I am steady. I am here. Science calls this the parasympathetic response, the calming side of your nervous system. It's like a switch, and your breath is the finger that flips it. Breathing exercise 1, box breathing. Let's try this together. It's called box breathing. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for 4. Exhale slowly for 4. Hold again for 4, like tracing the edges of a square. In, hold, out. Hold. Repeat this with me. Feel your shoulders soften. Feel your chest open. Notice how the storm in your mind begins to quiet. Pause for 2 to 3 breathing cycles. Breathing exercise 2, 4, 7, 8. Breathing. Now let's try another. This one is called 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale gently through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold the breath for 7 seconds. Then exhale completely, like a sigh, for 8 seconds. This longer exhale tells the body it's time to rest. It slows the heart and untangles anxious thoughts. Let's try it now. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Wonderful. Just let the air carry your worry away. Breathing as a daily practice. You see, breathing exercises are not just an emergency tool, they're a daily practice. Just a few minutes in the morning or before sleep can train your body to stay calm more often. Think of it like watering a plant. Each breath is a drop of calm, and over time your mind grows stronger, steadier, more peaceful. Closing reflection. So, can simple breathing really calm anxious thoughts? Yes, it can. Because breath is life. It is the bridge between body and mind. And when you master your breath, you master your response to anxiety. The next time your thoughts begin to spiral, don't panic. Instead, breathe. 1 slow inhale, 1 gentle exhale, and remind yourself, I am safe, I am calm, I am in control. Thank you for joining me in this moment of calm. Take one last deep breath with me, in through the nose, hold, and slowly out. You did it, my friend. And every time you return to your breath, you'll find peace waiting for you. Therapy session, part 3. The cycle of anxious thoughts. Have you ever noticed how anxious thoughts seem to arrive uninvited and then refuse to leave? One worry leads to another. One what if multiplies into 10 more. It can feel endless, like your mind is running on a treadmill you can't step off. Today, we'll explore why anxious thoughts feel impossible to stop once they start, and more importantly, how you can gently step out of that cycle. Why the mind gets stuck. Anxiety is the brain's alarm system. Its job is to protect you. When it senses danger, even imagined danger, it shouts, "Pay attention." But here's the catch. The brain doesn't always know the difference between a real threat and a thought. So when you worry, your brain treats that thought as if it's happening right now. That's why one anxious thought can snowball. Your brain keeps checking. Am I safe? Am I safe? And in that checking, you get stuck. The spiral of what if. Think of anxiety like a spinning wheel. It starts with one worry. What if I embarrass myself at work tomorrow? Then another attaches. What if they all laugh at me? Then another. What if I lose my job? And before you know it, the wheel is spinning faster and faster. The thoughts aren't facts. They're fears. But in the moment, they feel very real. This is why anxious thoughts feel impossible to stop, because your brain is trying to solve them instead of simply noticing them. The shift. Notice, don't fight. So what can you do? The secret is not to fight anxious thoughts. When you push against them, they grow louder. Instead, notice them. You can say, "Ah, there you are, anxious thought, I see you." Imagine each thought like a cloud passing in the sky. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to hold on to it. You simply let it drift by. With practice, noticing becomes stronger than worrying. A gentle exercise. Let's try it now. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine you're sitting by a quiet river. Each anxious thought that appears in your mind, place it on a leaf and watch that leaf float downstream. One thought comes, you place it on the leaf, and it drifts away. Another thought comes, onto the leaf. Down the river it goes. This exercise trains your mind to release thoughts instead of wrestling with them. Closing reflection. So why do anxious thoughts feel impossible to stop once they start? Because your brain is only trying to keep you safe. It mistakes fear for danger and spins the wheel of what ifs. But you now know the truth. You don't need to stop the thoughts. You only need to notice them, let them pass, and return gently to the present moment. Take one last deep breath with me. In through the nose, hold for a moment, and slowly out. You are safe. The thoughts are just thoughts, and you are always in control of how you respond. Thank you for sharing this time of calm with me today. Therapy session. Part 4. Knowing when to seek help for anxiety. Introduction. We're going to explore an important question. When should you seek professional help for anxiety instead of handling it alone? Anxiety is a natural part of life. We all feel it before a big test, a new job, or a difficult conversation. But sometimes, anxiety grows louder, heavier, and harder to manage. And that's when we must ask, do I need more help than I can give myself? Together, let's walk through the signs, the steps, and the courage it takes to reach out. Part 1. The nature of anxiety. First, remember, anxiety itself is not your enemy. It's your body's alarm system. It's trying to protect you. But just like a smoke detector that goes off when you make toast, sometimes that alarm is too sensitive. It keeps ringing even when there's no fire. That's when anxiety stops being helpful. and starts interfering with your daily life. Part 2. The signs. It's time to seek help. So, when should you reach out to a professional? If anxiety is with you most days, not just once in a while. If your sleep is broken, restless, or filled with worry. If your body feels constantly tense, restless, or exhausted. If anxious thoughts keep you from enjoying work, friendships, or simple daily tasks. If you notice panic attacks, sudden, overwhelming waves of fear that feel out of control. And most importantly, if anxiety ever makes you feel hopeless or unsafe. These are not signs of weakness. They are signals, gentle reminders that it's time for extra support. Part 3. What professional help looks like. Seeking help can feel scary, but let me paint a picture for you. Professional help can mean talking with a therapist who listens deeply, without judgment. It can mean learning tools, step by step, to manage your thoughts and calm your body. It may mean joining a support group where you realize you are not alone. Sometimes it may even mean medication, just like using glasses when your eyes need help seeing. There is no shame in using the tools available. It is an act of courage to say, I deserve peace, and I am willing to ask for it. Part 4. When self-care is enough. Of course, not every anxious moment needs professional help. Sometimes a walk in nature, a journal entry, or simple breathing exercises can bring relief. Self-care is powerful, and often enough for lighter worries. But the wisdom lies in knowing the difference. When anxiety is temporary, self-care can carry you. When anxiety is persistent, professional care can guide you further. Closing reflection. So, when should you seek professional help for anxiety instead of handling it alone? When anxiety stops you from living fully. When it keeps you from sleep, joy, or safety. When it feels too heavy to carry by yourself. Reaching out is not defeat. It is strength. It is choosing healing. Take a deep breath with me now. In through the nose. Hold and slowly out. You are not alone. And when you need it, help is always there, waiting with open hands. Thank you for sharing this time of calm with me today. Hope this session relax your mind. Like, share, and subscribe for more psychological therapy sessions.